as we were saying, it's about kind of like understanding and learning really how the body kind of folds up post impact, mainly sort of in the elbow and the hands and arms as we swing through. Okay, what we had was the club face a little bit pointing left.
Yeah.
Okay, that an exaggerated or accentuated flick of the wrist as you came through, sort of bowing that right wrist, hit the ball left, and then the left elbow would kick out this way, hit the ball right. Two left, one right, might hit straight. And on occasion it did do, but what would happen is then, because you've got two things, or two directional things, we've got some left things, we've got some right things, you never knew which one was going to be the most overpowering. So then one day we playing golf, first 4 or 5 tee shots, nice and straight, and then one off, way left, bloody hell, where's that come from? And then next one, way right, oh blimey, now when we're going now. You go, two-way miss is tough to play with, okay? So as you went through now, backswing wise is fine. As you're coming to the left elbow, starts pulling in here now, so therefore that left elbow is going to be going high through impact, and then you try and fold that right wrist around, as we can see, a lot of trying to bow in that left wrist, and a bit of a lunge and a heave with the club very low round here. What we want to try and do is basically mirror image where you are there with your left arm. Now, I'm not saying your left arm is straight or we're locking it, but it's fairly extended there, and your right arm is just nice and softening. We want to repeat vision on that on the other side, okay? So as we swing through now, we can sort of release and unhinge the club. That elbow staying down, there's no pulling with the elbow so much. Elbow staying down. Right wrist still doing a little bit, but then we swing through now. Look at the difference in that finish position. That, to me, even as a non-golfer, I said, okay, right, which one of those two things looks more freer and more flexible, I guess. That looks as though you can actually, okay, I can get that club round here rather than sort of stuck.
Down,
Exactly, stuck there. And that looks like, and that's more with momentum. And we got you further than that, me just placing you and bending at the right joints. So we can get that left elbow just to fold up. I think it's a simple practice. Just daft it may sound, just grab a pitching wedge or a 9 or a heaviest club, grip it down the shaft a bit, and just make some swings with your left arm, not even in the ground or the golf ball, just swinging with your left arm, just so you get your shoulder, your elbow, should I say, feeling this movement with the elbow staying down, so we don't get this, and literally do it there, Colin, at that speed. So, I don't know, go at home for a minute or two a day, stand and just get a club and sort of go, okay, right, just get that. So you get the feeling of this left elbow, how it hinges. Exactly, it's muscle memory to a point, because the feeling for you of power from the top of your backswing comes with this left elbow doing that. There's like I can get a lot of power there and give it a big of a whack. Club's left way behind, then to try and square the club face up, I go a lot of forearm rotation. When your grip's tight and you're gripping it too tense, that's not going to want to work very easily, and if that's happening there, the club's left open. So we turn the club to start with, as we said, then we lick that right wrist to try and help, and it might go straight. And the more you play golf now, you kind of realise and kind of adapted a feeling, as we said, to what makes contact with the ball that goes straight-ish. But on occasion it might go 40 yards right, 30 yards left, and you never know which one.
What you're saying is exactly what I'm doing.
You'll play 15, 14 holes.
I can hit it both ways. And maybe I'm lucky if I get one of them.
And a two-way miss is probably the hardest thing to play with. I give lessons to golfers who are just constant slicers. They never see the left of the golf course in their entire life. They can play with that. They can aim the left-hand side, slice all day. If you're someone hit the ball left and right, where do you aim?
If I was slicing on, I could turn my body.
Yeah, exactly. You could just aim on the left-hand side. And there are people who've been playing golf for, maybe like here with the guys you play with, 20, 30, 40 years, playing golf with the same movement, the same swing. It's almost ingrained. They can do it with their eyes shut. And it's the same. They've never seen a draw or a left of the golf course. Aim left side, fade, draw, fade, slice, all like that. But if you've got someone who's at the ball pulley hooky with the club face doing this too much, or blocky or cut the right or slicing, first tee shot left, second tee shot right, third tee, where do you aim? It's like,
So with this, is it the same with those?
Yeah, exactly the same. With them you've got a bit more loft, to be fair, which does help obviously, and I think as well there's less requirement to hit them harder and further. I mean, you still swing like fast with that golf club, but you know if you want to hit the ball further with the hybrid, the 3-wood's there. Hit the 3-wood further, the driver's there. With that, there's nothing else beyond that. So that's almost like I've got to give it everything I've got in the.
You think I shouldn't bring this out so much?
To be honest with you, this time of year now maybe a bit more because it's not getting so much run. In the summertime, you could play 18 holes and use that for it 3 times. But don't look at that as being defeatist. When I play on the button, for example, I'd use it on the 5th maybe, because to me that's an advantage I can get by going on the par 5 and 2. I might use it on 6, step down the bottom of the hill. I wouldn't use it on 7. 8, 9, 10, 11 I might use it, but brings the pond into play. And then 15 go for the green. Plays it 4 times, 5 times maybe at most. That's not me going, Kai's my driver. That's me saying, okay, right, what's the best club to achieve the best score on this given hole? And that's what we're trying to do, trying to build a score, not just, oh, it's sort of par 3, grab the driver. Well, hang on, there could be a better option. Don't always think that's the club you've got to take. Yeah. Sometimes positioning with a hybrid or 3-wood or other club is a better option. Yeah. Not saying I can't hit my driver, it's just saying this is the better club for the job in hand. Yeah. That's what we're choosing it for. So look at your shots you've got. There are certain holes on the map, definitely. First driver, second and third to get to the corner, you might want your driver. Fifth, maybe. 6, depends on the conditions. 7, no. 9, yeah, probably. 10, I don't think you need. Well, you might do another shape of shot you want to hit. 11, no, unless you're going over the corner. 13, yeah, advantage. 14, no. 16, definitely not. 17, it's a 3-shot hole probably. Are you going to get on in 2? So probably not. So why bring out a bound into play on the trees? You can hit hybrid, miss the bunker, leave it short. Another hybrid, 200 yards or so, wedge on the green. And maybe 18. So the Mac's got a few more, but again, it's pick and choose your choices. And don't see it as being negative or defeated they're not using a driver. That's the idea. But if we can get that left elbow working better, if the left elbow does this, then there's a lot of other things that have got to happen, either pre-swing or during the swing to square the club face up.
Is that, I find, when I play the par 3 on the Mac, especially, going up the 9th, 10th,
the 12th?
12th.
Yeah, yeah, into the gap in the trees, yeah.
9 times out of 10 I hit the trees in the left, from the left.
Yeah.
And I take it that's what's doing it.
Possibly, yeah. Just the elbow's not working as fast because you're not giving so much power. It's only a 9, 9 and 8 time for you. Yeah. And the hands and the club face are flicking in more than you wanted to. So it's going to go more left, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but that makes sense, though, yeah, getting that feeling of... Good.
That's